You open the app without thinking, no decision, no intention, your thumb just moves. 1 second you are about to put your phone down, and the next you are 40 minutes deep into content you don't even care about. And then comes the question, why can't I just stop? The answer is not weakness. It is not laziness. It is not something broken inside you. The answer is engineering. Your brain runs on a chemical called dopamine. Most people think of it as the pleasure chemical. But dopamine is not about pleasure. It is about anticipation, the feeling of maybe. It floods your system when a reward is possible but not yet certain. Dr. Robert Sapolsky at Stanford found that dopamine spikes hardest not when a reward arrives, but in the moment before it. The uncertainty itself is more powerful than the reward. This is exactly how slot machines work. Pull the lever. Sometimes you win, sometimes you don't. The randomness keeps you pulling. Behavioral scientists call it a variable reward schedule. Your social media feed runs on the same logic. You scroll. Maybe the next post is funny. Maybe someone liked your photo. You cannot know until you look. So you look. Every refresh is the lever. Every scroll is the spin. This was not accidental. Former Facebook president Sean Parker admitted in 2017 that the platform was deliberately designed to consume as much of your time and attention as possible. He called it exploiting a vulnerability in human psychology. His words. But dopamine is only part of the story. For nearly all of human history, belonging to a group meant survival. Being excluded from the tribe was not uncomfortable. It was a death sentence. Your brain evolved to monitor your social standing constantly and treat any threat to your belonging as an emergency. Neuroscientist Dr. Naomi Eisenberger at UCLA has shown that social rejection activates the same regions of the brain as physical pain. Being ignored does not just feel bad, it registers as a threat. Because for most of human history it was one. Social media plugs directly into this system. A like on your post signals acceptance to the older parts of your brain. When the likes don't come, those ancient circuits fire, not loudly, but enough to make you check again. This is why you keep opening the app even when you know it is not helping you. It is not vanity. It is your social brain doing exactly the job it was built to do. Then there are notifications. Every buzz, every ping, every red badge is a trigger designed to interrupt what you are doing and pull you back. BJ Fogg at Stanford has shown that when an action requires almost no effort and a trigger fires, the behavior becomes automatic. The platforms have made engagement effortless and surrounded it with constant triggers. This is why willpower almost never works. Willpower is a slow, conscious process. These cravings are faster. You are trying to fight a reflex with a decision. The reflex wins every time. What builds up over time is a habit loop. Boredom is the cue. Reaching for the phone is the routine. A brief flicker of stimulation is the reward. Run that thousands of times and it runs itself. Your hand moves before your mind does. There is also something structural. For most people in their 20s and 30s, social media is where their social life actually lives. Events are organized there. Friendships are maintained there. Leaving is not like canceling a subscription. It is closer to leaving a city where everyone you know still lives. So what do? Stop treating this as a personal failure. You are up against a system built by talented behavioral scientists, optimized over years, designed specifically to make leaving hard. Change your environment before you try to change your behavior. Dr. Anna Lemke, a psychiatrist at Stanford and author of Dopamine Nation, argues that willpower inside the same environment where a habit lives almost never works. Remove the apps from your home screen, turn off non-essential notifications. A small amount of added friction changes everything, and replace the need, not just the behavior. Social media delivers connection, stimulation, and belonging all in one tap. Removing it without addressing what it was giving you leaves a gap that feels unbearable. Find the underlying need, meet it a different way, call someone, go somewhere, make something. The variable reward schedule only works if you keep pulling the lever. You open the app without thinking. You can put it down the same way. one small choice at a time until the reflex that reaches for the screen begins slowly to loosen its grip. Not because you became stronger, because you finally understood what you were up against.